Hi dears, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Anna with you here, and we are in the recent update on the situation and the latest news here from Spain and our sunny Benidorm region. So let's start probably with the situation as usual. As for the last 24 hours, we've had 8,534 new cases. Basically, this is a lot more than we were used to, and the day before we've had approximately 5,000. And now suddenly it's almost, it's a little bit more than 8.5. I don't know where these cases come from, but the truth is that the cases are increasing. And yesterday, finally, the government confirmed that we are in a fourth wave already. Although they say that due to the vaccination and different restrictions that we have here in Spain, it's not going to be as drastic as tsunami, as a huge wave as the third wave was, or the first one. It's going to be slightly lower and not that drastic, which we hope is going to be the case because summer is coming and we don't really want to spend the summer lockdown and with the harsh restrictions that we have right now, to be honest. Spain's index is also slightly increasing, and as for the day of today, we have 150 per every 100,000 people, which is basically, which means sadly that Spain is once again in a high risk. We were in a medium risk, the whole country in average, but right now we are in a high risk once again. In Andalusia, this is the south region of Spain, south area. They are the first autonomic region that happily have vaccinated already more than 500,000 of people with both doses. So they are the first ones in Spain to achieve this. Now we are starting to get the vaccines of Johnson & Johnson, which are one monodoses vaccines. And hopefully, due to the fact that they are only one doses, not two, as it was previously with the other ones, the process of vaccination will be going a lot faster than it was before. And from today, 1st of April, the massive vaccination should be starting in whole Spain and especially in our Valencian region. What else is happening here? In general, in all different areas here in Spain, the restrictions are remaining the same because we are right now in Easter. Happy upcoming Easter, everyone, by the way. And due to this, basically restrictions are the same as a few previous days. The lockdown hour starts from 11 o'clock. We are not able to travel to leave our autonomic region, our community, so we cannot travel through all Spain as some regions were able to. For example, Madrid was open for traveling, but a lot of other regions were closed. So here in Valencian region, we were not able to travel to other regions, so we kind of remained the same as we were without any kind of big differences. The good news is that from the 12th of April, what they say here in Valencian region is, it's still not confirmed, but this is what the government is planning to do, is to put the lockdown hour the same until 11 o'clock, but the bars and restaurants, let them open until 9 in the evening. Right now, they have to shut down at 6. So due to good weather and that spring is coming, it's very warm outside, people want to stay a lot more time on the terraces and just walking, having fun out, not just locking us down at home after 6 o'clock, which is normal and logical thing to do because the weather is so nice right now. So they've decided that probably they will allow bars to be opening 3 extra hours until 9, which, if it will be the case, will be just awesome news for a lot of different businesses here, especially in our region, where we've had quite harsh lockdown time for bars and restaurants and cafeterias, to be honest. They were suffering a lot, so they need this extra breath of fresh air. What else is happening here in Spain? Well, first of all, the economists here from our country, they estimate that just in case that the tourism will be back at least by 40% by summer, only and only then Spain will be able to start the long way of going out of this economic crisis caused by the pandemics. And only if it's going to be more than 40%. If by summer we won't achieve this goal, then probably this year Spain will still remain in the same bad, deep crisis, I would say, that we are right now. Before this whole thing with the virus started, we were kind of in a good situation. We finally could say that we have the jobs, that the economic situation is getting better of a lot of people. People started traveling a lot more. But this whole thing came and now everything is basically ruined. We have to start from zero. But let's stay positive and think that we will be able to achieve our goals and somehow get back to the situation, to the part that we were previously, and especially to the economic situation that we had previously. Very interesting thing about this, about the economic crisis here in Spain, is that 45%, less than a half, say that they started to earn a lot less money and they have a more difficult economic situation. Less than a half. The remaining 55%, guess what they said? They said that their situation is getting better than it was before the pandemic started. Can you imagine? A lot of people probably would ask why and how this is even possible, because people lose their jobs and the situation is just critical. How it's possible that the majority of people have more money? Well, it's very easy because you have to think that people who didn't lose their jobs or just have less money earning right now, the salary is slightly less, they don't spend that much money either right now. They cannot go to the shopping because a lot of shopping centers are closed in Spain. They don't shop because they basically don't use that much clothing right now because they work from home, a lot of them. You have to think that people don't travel because they cannot travel right now. They don't spend that much money in bars and restaurants and cafeterias because either they're afraid to go there or they just prefer to cook at home because they have a lot more free time right now. So people just keep all this money, and at the end they have kind of not a small amount extra at the end of the month because they don't spend that much when they go outside, and they go outside a lot less than they used to. So this is basically why the majority of people here in Spain have more money than they had before all the situation started, which is a very, very good news, because a lot of people think that here the situation, it is very bad. Don't get me wrong, the situation is bad in a lot of families. A lot of people don't have even money for the food. They don't have money to pay the rent or the mortgage for their apartment or for their house. The situation is bad, but not as bad as we thought, which is very, very positive news for us. Next news is from our Valencian region and Benidorm area. Yesterday, our Minister of whole Valencia region has decided to think about if the masks have to be obligatory on the beach side and basically when people go out on the fresh air, if the distance can be kept. Why this is happening? Only 2 days ago, our government in general of Spain has decided that masks are obligatory to be worn outside anywhere, even on the open air, even on the beach, anywhere, even though you keep the distancing of 1.5 meters. And this is obligatory from Tuesday, 2 days ago, in whole Spain. Here in Valencian region, it was already obligatory to wear a mask on the open air, everywhere. Doesn't matter where you go, even though you keep the distancing. But right now, when the good weather is coming, a lot of people go to the beach. Our minister is just thinking that maybe if you are staying at the beach, maybe it's not a correct thing to do to say that people must wear a mask on the beach when they are sunbathing. Our minister is just decided that it's very curious and not very good thing. It's kind of a strange thing if people will be sunbathing with the masks on and taking a bath in the sea with a mask on as well. So they are thinking about putting the new law that masks are not obligatory here in Valencian region on the beach as on the sand. When you walk through the beach, the mask is obligatory, but when you are sunbathing, they want to allow people to take out the mask, especially when you keep the distance. If you're not able to keep the distance on the beach, then you should be wearing it just for your own safety and for the safety of others. We still don't know what's going to happen. As for now, we try and wear a mask when we cannot keep the distance, of course, but when we're all alone, like we are right now, I'm going to show it to you. I'm in one of the parks in La Nucia, which is one of the small towns that we have here, like 10 minutes from Benidorm. And I'm all alone in this park. There's no one. So here, obviously, I can take the mask out, like, you know, in one moment, because nothing bad will happen because I'm alone. Oh, I've just seen one child there, but that's fine. He's very, very far away. So let's start probably with the weather. As you can see, the weather is very nice. There are some clouds, but they are very, very light, so the sun is still shining. As you can see on this picture, in general in Spain, it's going to be sunny, and in some parts there's going to be these minimum clouds, which will disappear by the second part of the day. And only on the north part and slightly in the south, there might be a small, short rain. This is the part of a storm that's coming from Portugal, but it shouldn't be more than that. As for alerts, there are some alerts due to the high wind, especially in the north part of Spain where the Atlantic Ocean is. In general, in all other parts of Spain, it should be stable weather. Last year and all the other years during Easter, it was raining. It was very ugly weather. There were floods everywhere, but this year it seems to be that the weather is quite nice. Fingers crossed. The temperatures here in Spain are approximately the same as they were previously. In the north part of Spain, as you can see, it's going to be 17 to 25 degrees. In the center, 15 to 23. South part will have from 15 until 27. 27 is the warmest that it will get today in Spain, and it will be in Granada. The Mediterranean area will have slightly less temperature, from 16 to 24. 24, the highest temperature is expected in Alicante area and in Benidorm, our sunny Benidorm region. In general, Alicante is going to be 24, as I've already mentioned. Benidorm 24 as well. On the sun, the real feeling is of about 26. In Barcelona, it's going to be 19, Cádiz 20, Granada 27, Malaga 22, Sevilla 24 approximately degrees, Madrid 24, Murcia the same. As you can see, in general, in all Spain, there's approximately 24, 23 degrees, which is very nice temperature, to be honest, for the beginning of April. In Balearic Islands, it's going to be 25, and in Canary, 22 to 23. And the sea temperature here in Alicante area is the warmest, and it's going to be almost 16 degrees. A lot of people are already swimming. I've seen a few of them going to the Mediterranean Sea for swimming, although they don't stay very long in water, but still it's something. So first swimmers are already here. These are all the news for today, my dears. I hope you enjoyed watching them. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. I don't ask for any donations. I don't ask for anything, but I truly believe that if you will subscribe to the channel, which is free for you all, my dears, you will help our channel to grow and help me to evolve and see that you are really, really interested in this channel and in my videos. Thank you all for watching. I wish you a very, very nice day of today, and happy upcoming Easter, everyone. Bye.